Okay, we're going with this. Finally, we're here. Okay. Whew. It's chilly. I'm freezing cold today. I want to talk about manifestation. I want to talk about manifestation and visualization. And I think this is something that we can fall into at different parts of our life. In a way, it's almost like prayer, right? It's almost like worshipping something. It's when we're in a state of being that isn't fulfilling. It's not always lack, it's just that this is a common place for it to come from, because the whole concept is you want more. Okay, you want more from life, whether that's relationships, whether it's material, experiential, and that causes us to seek ways in which we can achieve these things, right? And manifestation is made out to be you focus on something and then you'll attract it into your life. Now, there's obviously more steps to this than just that, but I had this thought the other day and it really clicked for me. And it wasn't just because I had this thought, it's because of where I'm at in life and some things that I've gone through. It's how I've seen manifestations occur in my life. Now that I've actually had more experience, I have my own points to refer to and I can see how something like this plays out. So when you have these visualizations, for me, an example is I visualized and manifested I wanted to live by the sea, I want to be self-employed, I want to have freedom of time, I want to have abundant income, I want to be flexible, I want to spend time with the people I love. You know, for me, something that's important is I will drop everything for the people I love. That's just how I operate, okay? I will lose a job at the drop of a hat for those I care about because there's nothing more important, right? We all die, and this doesn't seem to sink in for a lot of people until they have something quite drastic happen in their lives. The reason I said we will all die is because that's how I live. I'm never going to look back and think, wow, I'm so grateful I kept that job. I'll look back and think, I'm so glad I had those moments with the people I cared about while I could, okay? Now, what is it about the things I wanted to manifest? They actually require you to be someone that you feel like you aren't in that moment, okay? And that's often without you realizing, because you might be manifesting things that are external, material, a place that we want to live, concepts, right? Not often do we manifest, I want to be assertive, I want to be confident, and X, Y, Z. The thing with manifesting is that you cannot have those things without paying a price. And a lot of manifestation gurus or, not many people talk about this. This was a revelation for me. If you saw the cost up front for the things that you want, for the way you want to be, for the life you want, you would say no. Because the version of you that you are right now would say, actually, I'm okay with, that doesn't sound good. That sounds painful. You're going to have to lose things you've never wanted to lose, okay? Because that's where the growth comes from. You're going to have to sit through pain. You're going to have to put yourself in different situations. By manifesting, a way of seeing it is you actually just put a signal out. You're not doing the work. Experiences are then introduced into your life that allow you to become that person. And the reason that's such a revelation for me is because it all makes sense now. There's things that I've gone through to become who I am and where I am that I didn't realize would have happened when I manifested these things years ago, right? I've created images where I've pictured where I want to be, and I've sat and I've felt the feelings, and I've done meditations, Joe Dispenza meditations, all sorts of these, Bob Proctor, and they can help you when you're in that state of lack. They can really make you feel like you have a light at the end of the tunnel. I think it can be very beneficial. But what we don't realize is actually it's a small part of the process. What you're saying is, can I receive these things? And life says you cannot. The way you are right now, you can't receive them. Here's another quite crazy wake-up call I had. When you become the person, so life doesn't give you the things that you visualize. It gives you who you need to be to receive those things. And the person you need to be has to go through experiences. There's no amount of sitting around analyzing and thinking and manifesting that will make you into that person, right? You have to somatically have these experiences that change you, that break you, that mold you, that form you. That only comes from life. And it might seem in those moments you'll lose sight of it. I didn't think as I was living, endless hours of my life, oh yeah, this is because I'm doing it for this purpose, or I remember when I manifested this. Or when you manifest, the best thing to do is to let it go. Visualize deeply, write a list, what do you want, and let it go. Sit there and feel it, and then go back to living your life and trusting that these things will occur. When you become the person that can have the things that you've wanted to manifest, this is the irony. Again, it might not feel real to you now. It depends how much life experience you've had. The irony is you no longer need those things. So life forms you into the person that can receive what you're visualizing. And when you've become that person, you no longer need it anymore. It doesn't matter, because you've become the person that is unshaken by the external, right? You're unshaken by things coming into your life and going out of your life. When I say unshaken, I don't mean things don't hurt you or you don't have pain or suffering. That's not at all what I mean. What I mean is you stay with yourself through it all. Through the love, through the loss, you stay with you and you stay true to yourself and true to the experience that you're having. Why is that such a groundbreaker? It's because when you're manifesting, you're not looking to hear this. The things that I've just said, they're not what you want to hear. Because when you're manifesting, you're wanting to be other than you are. Even if you're feeling good about it, you're saying, I will live when I have this. I will finally feel alive when I have this. Okay? And the truth is, there's only now. There's only ever been now. And this is why it's important when you do manifest to let it go and come back to your present. Focus on the steps you make each moment. This is where meditation is beneficial, because it trains you to be more present all the time. And in the present, in the now, is when you get to make these different decisions, okay, that influence your entire life. We can often get caught up in our routines, in different moments, and forget that all the power we have lies in now, and not tomorrow, not in some future, not when you achieve this thing. I am absolutely freezing right now. I didn't realize how cold it would be today. I wanted to make a short video like this because it clicked and it was impactful. There's been times in my life where I've spent a long time manifesting, and it's felt good, you know, to manifest and to visualize these things and to have that goal to work towards. You cannot know the path. This is the other uncomfortable truth. When I said that if life said this is the price you will pay to have the things that you want to manifest, the version of you now would say no thank you, okay? And the version of you that's in lack, okay, would say no thank you. If you feel like you need them to live, if you feel like you'll need that and then finally you'll be able to do this. And this, I hear this with so many people, especially like financially. Oh yeah, when I have X job, I'll do this. When I have this, I'll finally live and I'll finally let people into my life. I'll only allow myself to have relationships. Life crumbles these things away because you don't have a choice. So when I say that you wouldn't do it if you knew the price to pay, another factor of that is you can't see the path to get there. It won't be the path you visualized. Things are going to crop up along the way that you cannot know would have cropped up. Maybe changes in the people you surround yourself with, changes in the way you think, changes in your environment. And you won't realize that necessarily that's manifesting what it is that you want, because you can't see how that forms. It's best, I believe, to treat manifestation as almost like a ritual, right? Like a personal ritual for your goals, the things you want, and use it in a way that benefits you. Don't cling to it. Don't manifest every day. Don't constantly focus on something external like the future, because it's not here. Here is now, in the present moment. So yeah, I'm frozen. My hands have gone numb. I thought it was warmer. I thought it'd be a little bit warmer, and I was wrong. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. As always, please let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I appreciate you being here, and I wish you all the best with everything that you decide to do in your life. So yeah, I will catch you again very soon. Thank you.